25-year resident of Shiloh. My wife Lori is here supporting me. Thank you for coming out. And this is my second term running. I've also been a 16-year homeowners association for the MLE Lake Association. I have a very positive outlook for Shiloh with development that's coming in. Some of the things we cannot talk about, some of them we can. A lot of people don't understand that Dearborn's target is really to Shiloh, but it is tax dollars go to O'Fallon School. So the development in Three Springs is going to help schools tremendously. If elected, I will continue to do the same thing I have over the last 4 years. Common sense voting and listening to the residents. Those are the ones that have elected us. So listening to them is very important, and I appreciate your vote come April 4th. Thank you.
I've been a Shiloh resident probably for the last 14 years now. I left a couple years ago, came back. I consider this basically my home at this stage. I'm 56 years old. I'm retired at this stage. I got lucky to get retired at an early age. My background basically includes I had 30 years in the meat industry business, in sales and purchasing. My last position was the vice president of a company. Out of all the companies I worked for in the 30 years, I worked from some as small as $100 million in sales a year up to the conglomerates such as Sara Lee. I understand how the businesses function. You need a business-friendly environment to be profitable, to keep the businesses going. Basically, it's my first time running, have not held public office before. I consider right now the #1 priority for Shiloh is to expand the businesses in the community. By expanding the businesses in the community, you'll add more local jobs, it'll increase the tax bases, and by increasing the tax base for the Shiloh residents, it will put less of a tax burden on the taxpayers. And that's my main concern with running at this stage.
My name is pronounced Boss, just like B-O-S-S. I know there's a lot of confusion with that. I'm 55 years old. I've been in Shiloh for 22 years in the O'Fallon area. My kids have gone to the Shiloh schools, O'Fallon high schools. They're both currently enrolled in Lindenwood. I've worked as a supervisor in the mining industry for 11 years, supervising up to 50 employees at a time. Two of the companies I worked for were two of the biggest in the country. After I declined in the mining industry, I was laid off, decided to pursue a career in law enforcement. I worked for multiple agencies in the Metro East, including the Sheriff's Department in Randolph County, where I got my start, Bouas, Illinois Police Department. Also worked here in the Shiloh Police Department for a while. I eventually settled down and retired from Mascout, Illinois Police Department. After retiring, I started my own business. I currently own Bi-State Investigative Services. It's a private detective and security company operated out of here in Shiloh. Some of the most significant challenges I see facing Shiloh is going to be maintaining fiscal responsibility with the budget, balancing the growth in the village while keeping the quality of life high for our residents. I believe in transparency. I want to have an open door policy. And to achieve these challenges, I'm going to make sure, that if the residents want to talk to me, I'm going to be their voice at Village Hall. Everybody has an idea about the way things need to be done, and I want to make sure that I relay that through my voice if I am elected to the.
Three Springs will be developed. Will be developed. We have some great futures coming that will be made public here within the next year. Very important for the development to support Shiloh schools, because that will be the school board boundaries for Shiloh School.
We will probably have brought more businesses to the community faster than what has been done. What they have done so far has been very good. I'm not criticizing what's happened. I don't disagree with the progress they've made, but I would have probably pushed for faster progress with some of the business developments in those 10 years.
I think we're on a good track with the parks. We just need to continue it. I'm all for the green space, you know, as we develop. I think we need to maintain green space. I would develop the bike trails more. I would like to see maybe something like that included more into the downtown Shiloh area. I know it's on our rural area now. I'm against basically borrowing. Seems like that always gets us in trouble. If we don't have the funds, I think we should put away until we do have the funds to pursue the project.
I know the library is very important for school kids and even adults that have been retired that go to the libraries. I would support that if that was an option the voters would want to go with. So yeah, I would be in favor for it.
I think library is what Bob was saying is a very good idea. Taxing the citizens, I would think we need to get the citizens' input before we add any more taxes onto the people here in Shiloh.